Gujarat, a vibrant land of opportunity. Under the watchful eyes of our esteemed Prime Minister, the state of Gujarat has grown from strength to strength and has set a benchmark of progress. And one of the brightest jewels in Gujarat's crown is Dholera SIR, the brainchild of Modi ji. This sprawling 900 square kilometers of developed special investment region is a shining example of Modi ji's clarion call of Make in India. Dholera SIR, based in the town of Dholera, approximately 100 kilometers from Ahmedabad and around 50 kilometers from Bhavnagar. This project
cities, the master plans have been less implemented and more violated, and thereby we have the urban mess that we do. And therefore it would be very useful if the DMIC initiative can also become the prime mover for a new way of making sure that the master plans are enforced.
Following the master plan is just step one. The DMIC still has to overcome the biggest hurdle of land acquisition before it becomes a reality. Land acquisition is often proved to be a major stumbling block. And estimates suggest that projects worth 6,65,000 crores have been stalled due to acquisition problems in the last decade. So how does the DMIC plan to overcome this problem?
We are very hopeful because our project has been structured in a manner where we give equity to the landowners, where we look at not the gross requirement of land but the net requirement of land, so that we are able to create the trunk infrastructure, and the other transaction of land which is owned by the private parties can be done directly by the farmers. But the fact is that areas which have been identified, there's a substantial area of government land available, there's a lot of wasteland available where there's adequate availability of water supply.
But even then, a lot of land still needs to be acquired for the project. And the string of events from Singur to Jaitapur to Noida has exposed the shortcomings of the society. Although the new land acquisition policy is still in the works, by the looks of it, it seems that the government wants to pass on the mantle to the private sector. So is this a step in the right direction?
No, I don't think it can work, because the private guy does not have the power necessarily to enforce the land buyout. The government can, right? The amount of land that you need, if you're going to build a 100 kilometers road, the amount of land that you need on both sides is tremendous. And you can very easily get into a situation where some people decide not to sell. Some people gang up. What will you do? So I don't think land acquisition as an obligation can ever be handled by the private parties on their own.
And then there is the problem of getting the financial structure right. The DMIC project envisages a substantial investment from the private sector. But currently, there are no instruments to raise long-term finance.